So this next film is by a filmmaker apparently called Nico Daniels. Oh, this was a good one. Infant in the Sun, is that the correct title for it?
Yeah.
So I'll launch into this one. Both Raquel and I really loved this. Thought it was a really great film. I love it on lots of different levels. When it first opens, it's a fairly kind of beautiful kind of color fade of the sun coming up. And then you cut to this girl sitting on a rock or on a beach or something. I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit tedious. But then it very quickly changes and actually turns into this thing where you see there's an environment, which is a real environment, because you can see the kind of assistants or stagehands or whatever they are turning this environment around in a studio. So you cut to a different dynamic or a different narrative. And then you're into this actually very well done, very beautiful world of this cube that's rotating and the sunlight coming in through different circles, and some circles being fake, some circles being real. And then they take the whole environment outside and put it in the back of the truck and drive it. It's actually I thought, a very clever, a very well lit, a very beautiful little film. I was really impressed by it. I could always tell when I'm very impressed because I sort of think to myself, oh, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
Sort of a good way of saying that you're kind of, you're liking something. So, Raquel, what did you like about it?
A lot. So, like you, I think the idea of the box is super clever. There is a lightness to the whole film. It really like some of the visuals, like your main frame being surrounded by this almost fisheye lens, this circle. So you are inside of a square and then you are in a circle. I think is super modern. I really like that type of aesthetics. And I think people are using it more and more nowadays. So I think that is really, really clever. And I also love the shots from the back of the truck. I think, like you said, it's such a clever idea. I was just like, oh my God, I wish I did it. I know you did something similar in the past. But but I literally watched this film and thought, oh, it's so clever, it's so well done. And it just put a smile on my face, which is a rare thing, I suppose.
Oh, Raquel, you're always smiling. There's often a smile on your face. I thought it was clever. I think in some ways it references the pandemic and the way that a lot of people had to be locked down and locked in the space. I thought it was a nice sort of nod to that or reference of that. Again, I'm kind of interested in these ways of working that come through. There's been a lot in fashion photography. There's been a lot of use of exceedingly wide-angle lenses. I've seen it in a lot of different areas as a sort of a way of working, and it's come through into this film. So I think that's why I'm keen to sort of kind of really sort of acknowledge that fashion films have to be of the moment. They have to be of their time. That they're really responding to all the other things that they're seeing. Fashion films are of a particular moment. They're based on the now and the future. So that's what I think is really exciting about them. And of course, so they pull on all the things which are working at the moment. So if Tim Walker did a lot of stuff with a super wide angle lens in a box, which he did, of course that's going to influence other people who are interested in fashion. I'm not Tim, bless him, is not the only person that's done that, but he's a good example of a fashion photographer who is in the center of fashion image making, who has been using that sort of way of looking at people. But I've seen it in lots of other videos and other people's work. But it's a current thing. It's fashionable.